obviously he did something to himself that made him iconic.
Well, everyone's thinking I have a completely unrelated would you rather question, if anyone would like to hear it.
I would love to hear it.
Wonderful. Okay, so you get $50 in 1850 money. And with that $50, you need to go to a rundown cabin and live as a pioneer for a month straight. And every week the seasons change, and every second half of the week it's the worst weather of that season. So winter, horrible blizzard, massive snowfall. Summer, intense drought. You know, it's like that. The alternative choice is for a year straight, your asshole moderately itches.
This is for $50?
No. The $50 is just the you get to buy that and bring supplies with you, and then everything else is just on your own for the pioneer thing.
The first one, because it'd be pretty cool if you could like manage. It'd be good experience. Better than butthole itch.
I don't know. Itchy bum's not so bad. You just occasionally have to go, right, hold on, mate.
Yeah, no, it's not going away
now.
though. The moment you scratch, the moment you take your finger out, it itches again.
What? Ouch!
Oh,
How are you scratching it? What's going on here?
Well, I mean, like it itches up there.
Oh my god!
It's not just
I have a better would you
I'm
rather.
definitely living in the cabin, bro.
Cabin all the way.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Lorecrimes, and today we're back with the Warhammer Pub Quiz. Before we start, I just want to mention something briefly, that in the last quiz that I edited, I made a slight mistake. Hal won that quiz, and it said he had 4 victories, but he's actually got 5, so he is now officially the first member of Lorecrimes to get a golden service stud on his podium. So congratulations to Hal. Yeah. But speaking of Hal, today we are going to be quizzed on a topic by Hal. Would you like to mention what that is today?
Yes, there'll be no victory for me today, unfortunately, other than your
we had to do to stop him.
Yes, my victims, sit down. So today will be Commissar Sebastian Yarrick, the good old. Oh, I was going to ruin it. I was going to say his nickname there. That's part of the. I don't want to say it. Don't want to ruin anything. Oh, that was very close. So we'll be going straight on into the Commissar, the legend, the unfortunately now currently at time of recording he is deceased, supposedly in a rumor mill sort of thing. Honestly, that's annoying. We all want to know, but you know what? We'll honor him today by just quizzing his entire life. So I hope you guys are strapped in, ready to. I was going to say put Commissar down your throat, but that's a bit too historically charged. So let's just go straight on into the beginner section. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Aye.
So starting off in the beginner section, my first question today will be, what is the nickname the orcs call Sebastian Yarrick? A nice sort of
easy.
Yeah, nice sort of slow, easy sort of, I'd say, wade into the murky waters of the quiz. Something nice. Hopefully, no one gets this wrong. Because
only point.
Don't feel too bad. I'm sure everyone will get this. I'll be actually really disappointed if everyone gets this. Okay, thank God, everyone's answers are in. That's perfect.
We'd have to rescind our channels if we got this one wrong.
True. I think people do. Just a slight spoiler, we don't know everything about the lore. Any of us are here. I know, shocking. I know.
I do.
Big confessions here. Intimate moments. So, luckily everyone's hit me up there, but we won't reveal that answer just yet as we move on to the next question. Again, a nice, easy one. Hopefully everyone gets this. So, who is Yarrick's greatest rival? And I want the full name. I'm not talking no nicknames, no Green Daddy, anything like that. Everyone kind of knows who this is, but I want the full name.
What if we spell it wrong?
I really hope you're not penalizing spelling.
No. the worse the spelling, probably the better, to be honest, because it'll make it funnier. But I'm not going to penalise on spelling too hard. Luckily, that'll be a bit cruel, I think. So, do I have all my answers in? Yes, I do.
It would be funny though if like every letter that was wrong you deducted like a percentage of a point, and then eventually it's like, well, you got 0.34 points because of the spelling errors.
I wouldn't be that harsh, don't worry.
Yeah, as the dyslexic as well.
Luckily, everyone is still on track, shall we say. So for the sort of rounding out of our last section here, the beginner part. So what is the name of Commissar Yarrick's unique melee weapon? Because this one might trip someone up here. Slight bit of help. It has influence from who it was taken from. I know that's not much. I know that's really not much, but you might want to think this one through because it's slightly getting tougher here. I didn't ask how everyone's knowledge is on Commissar Yarrick, but we're going to really see.
He sure is a Commissar.
He sure is.
Yes, he is.
I'm still thinking about the video where it's like Iron Warrior the entire setting. There must be a Yarrick version that fits into that, but I don't want to make it too strange, shall we say? Like I said, Andy's struggling here. You have a question?
Well, it's just a case of, does this have a unique name or is it a type?
It does have a unique name, but it also, to be honest, it might actually be the name. It's honestly, once you hear it, you'll be like, "Oh wow, I can't believe I overthought that." Overthink? Yeah. Don't overthink this. Just think about whatever Xenos race it comes from. Put that spin on it, and then you kind of got it.
I think I know what you mean, but it's just I thought this is what they were all called, but I might be wrong then if that's the case. We'll see.
Ooh. Okay, I'm seeing some of the answers here. To be fair, it's solid so far. I'm not
So
too
solid crew.
No, solid crew. So that was the beginner section. So we'll round it up from the top of the line back to the beginning here. So the first question I asked was, what is the nickname the orcs call Sebastian Yarrick? So starting off over here, I have Andy. Andy, you put Old Bale Eye. And I don't think that's a spoiler for anyone. That is, in fact, correct. I think everyone...
I was thinking of the fucking Tyranid.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually... Yeah, that's a faux pas. Ooh, that's not good.
All right, Caiaphas Kane.
Yes.
Good call back to the first quiz with the Death Guard.
We have Caiaphas
Most
Kane.
Infamous lore crime we've done so well. We say we. Hal's done so far.
I knew.
I'm proud of that one. That's funny. 100%. No one disagrees.
I knew Bale Eye too. Damn it.
I know. Go ahead, sorry.
Obviously, the moment you started reading, I was like, "It's too late to change, son of a bitch."
It's okay. There's still plenty of time to recover in my victim quiz. So, question number 2 was, who is Yarrick's greatest rival? So we start from the top. I'll start with someone different this time, even though everyone has actually given me the same answer. It's Ghazghkull, Mag, Uruk, Thraka. Perhaps the most... Funny enough, I think nearly everyone spelt it pretty accurately, which is kind of scary because usually we're not that competent with spelling, so that's kind of terrifying.
I just remember with Ghazghkull, it's like spelled Ghazghkull. It's like Ghazghkull. It's like the way you spell it's really weird. It's not like Ghazghkull or Ghazghkull. It's Ghazghkull. It's really
You've got to add
spelled.
the Cockney to it as well, if you can.
Oh, Ghazghkull.
It's because my thinking process is on the level of an orc, so I'm at home spelling their names.
That's what we'd like to hear. We're all cosplaying as orcs. We're actually secretly all dressed up as orcs, but we didn't want to show anyone. That's the true lore crime. Ignore that comment. I'm having bad imaginations here. So moving on swiftly. So question number 3 was, what is the name of Commissar Yarrick's unique melee weapon? So back to the order we have Andy. Andy, you put Power Claw. spelt with a K. Spelt with a K. This is pretty good. I'll see what everyone else put. Eli put Orcbane. I don't know, bro. It's a power claw. Kind of. It's like had us in the first half. Not gonna lie, meme here. Colin, you put claw of power.
You really
Now-
got all the stops for this.
Little Yoda on us.
I'm gonna leave that to
Power claw.
our fellow criminals here. Andy, Eli, do you think he deserves a point for that one? Because he has all the right words, they're just in the wrong order.
The claw
Yeah.
of power.
Is that like from Toy Story?
Is
The
it literally
claw.
just called Power Claw?
The power
It's just
claw,
called
yeah,
power
yeah,
claw.
That's why. That's
What?
why I was like confused because I thought like a uni. I thought they were just called power.
You made me
claws with a-
overthink it, Hal.
But you wanted to
I said it was
name,
simple.
yeah.
That's why
I
took
said
so long
make
to
it
do it. I was
simple.
like,
I said
Power
don't
Claw,
overthink
that's
it.
just the
Your
type of
question
weapon.
was a little misleading. Yeah, you should have said, yeah, what type of weapon is it?
No one
a
else in
unique
the
name or
Imperial Guard
something.
has a power claw.
Well, yeah.
All kinds of orcs do.
But it's his unique thing. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But Colin will get the point for that though, because I think
yeah.
he has all the right things. He has all the right things. So that was the beginner section. It was nice and smooth. Scores on the door are joint first. We have Eli and Andy with 3. Very nice. And Colin is there with 2. But there is plenty of points to pick up in this quiz. So it is definitely not over. So now we move into our intermediate section. And speaking of something to claw back the points with, question number 4. Name me, yeah, it's one of those name ones. You can feel it. Name me as many as you can commissars in 40k. I don't mind if it's a Lord Commissar or
What?
any. It just has to
All
be
of
something commissar. As many as you can, because there's. And I actually have a list here because I didn't realize how goddamn many there were. But I thought there's something just. Someone wants to claw their way back here. Maybe someone might have. Some of you might have read some of the books and you're like, oh, I remember there was a slightly minor character. I do have a list here and I'll be comparing it,
I'm
but
so angry right now because I'm blanking on the name of one.
it might. Colin, shout out to Colin, who did a very good video on a certain commissar. Obviously, I can't say the name yet, but that one is that one of your better performing videos?
It's yeah. By the time it was up, it's one of the better ones. People like that fella.
He's a happy clown. Is that? I think that's maybe spoiling it. I'd give him a too much there. And yeah, so obviously commissars, they're pretty common in Imperial Guard, but not a lot of them are badass or named. But I'm just looking for generally I think there's a couple that have their own book series, which obviously should be some slight help to people who are watching and listening. But I like to see everyone here struggling very much so. Oh man. How many
one of
details
them was mentioned with a particular law crime that happened in the past? I'm going to put him down.
Yeah, we have sort of mentioned one, and I just spoken about him before. I'm hoping that maybe someone might get some of the non-obvious ones as well. I'm currently myself researching Sebastian Yarrick for my own videos, so I've come across a few of the lesser-known ones, shall we say. I will give it a couple more seconds here if people are struggling. I can hear you guys suffering. My poor victims here, thinking of
Steam
all the
coming out my
commissars.
ears with this one. I got to be honest.
Eli,
this one.
Eli, your answer, my lord. Oh man, I'm also will not accept real life historical commissars, even if they are in
delete
fact
that.
commissars.
Damn.
We're not looking for any World War II commissars, shall we say? I will. I've got my answer from Colin here. Okay. I see some of the answers here.
I'm hoping for
Andy.
some desperate half points.
People are just throwing darts, hoping that something sticks. I think Andy, I'm going to need a commitment from you.
Hold on, I'm still typing. I'm typing with one hand, and it's really difficult. Oh, and I've got my notebook.
I'm not asking for marriage. Don't worry. Just name me your commissars.
I'm
Whisper me
trying.
sweet nothings.
I'm trying.
Sweet dreams are made.
I think
Before it's not sing that,
daunting
we'll
me.
get copyright strike.
Like Yarrick, I've only got one arm to do this with because the power claw would be too big.
Spoilers for his unique weapon, Power Claw. The law crime already committed by the Quizmaster.
I think I'll have to just try
Yeah, to
that.
commit.
Wait, hang on.
It's got one. Oh, I think we've got one more. I'll accept one more if you do it in the next couple of seconds.
All right.
I'll give it a 3, 2, 1, and I'll have to move on to the next question there. So, question number 5. Where and how did Yarrick get his iconic look that he is known for? So I'm talking about as we mentioned earlier, Power Claw. I want to know how he got that and perhaps where that happened. So I'm looking for
okay.
a possible 3 answers here. I'm looking for where. I'm looking for how he got Power Claw. And I'm also looking for perhaps the answer of another thing he did to his body too. So I'll read that again. Question number 5. Where and how did Yarrick get his iconic look that he is known for? Obviously, earning the nickname Old Bale Eye. This will test.
Hold on.
Yep,
so
sorry. Go ahead.
we have to ask. So we have to answer how he got it,
where it happened,
and also the other thing that happened to his body.
Yes, particularly the clue is the clue for that last part is obviously his nickname Old Bale Eye. How did he get that part of his name? So where, how did it happen to him, and also around how did it sort of his nickname? What did he do to himself? Well, because obviously. I know Warboss certainly. Oh fuck! I gave her the answer.
Oh wait, because I wasn't sure we have to name him.
No, I didn't give it all away. But obviously, he did something to himself that made him iconic.
Well, everyone's thinking I have a completely unrelated "Would you rather" question. If anyone would like to hear it,
I would love to hear it.
Wonderful. Okay, so you get $50 in 1850 money, and you need. And all right, this is the first "Would you rather." And with that $50, you need to go to a rundown cabin and live as a pioneer for a month straight. And every week the seasons change, and every second half of the week it's the worst weather of that season. So winter, horrible blizzard, massive snowfall, summer, intense drought. It's like that. That's the first half of the Would You Rather.
Jesus Christ,
the alternative choice is for a year straight, your asshole moderately itches.
This is for $50?
No. The $50 is just the you get to buy that and bring supplies with you, and then everything else is just on your own for the pioneer thing.
The first one, because it'd be pretty cool if you could manage. It'd be a good experience. Better than butthole itch.
I don't know. Itchy bum's not so bad. You just occasionally have to go, right, hold on, mate.
Yeah, no, it's not going away,
now.
though. The moment you scratch, the moment you take your finger out, it itches again.
What? Ouch? How are you scratching it? What's going on here?
Well, I mean, it itches up there.
Oh my god!
It's not just
I have a better Would You Rather.
I'm definitely living in the cabin, bro.
Cabin all the way. I have a better Would You Rather, but I don't think I can get through it.
It's amazing.
Saying
Everyone I've asked that to, almost without fault, takes the pioneer thing.
Well, I would have said actually I would have taken the itch because you learn to ignore things. You meditate.
I don't know, man. It's a moderate itch for a year straight.
Feel like a really weird version.
I have
of
a better
house. It's just like my bum itches.
I have one, but I don't know if I can get through without laughing. Which is, it's a catch me 22 thing. You have the ability to double jump, but every time you double jump, you shit yourself.
Yeah, I take it.
I take it. Yeah.
I mean,
Case of emergency.
So stupid.
There's not often
It could also be really useful.
I need to double jump, so I think I'd take it.
Just
But
think
also,
if you
it could actually be useful. Like, for example, if you have to go to the doctor for like an examination, and he's like, "Oh, we need to like check your prostate," you go, "Hold on, jump, right, I'm ready."
I'm
like
clear.
that'd be fine. Yeah.
Oh my lord, that's my favorite one. Though.
I think
double jumping.
I'd just be a superhero and just wear assless chaps as part of my costume.
Oh my god.
Well, the thing is, if you did like a pre-jump, like you were like, "All right, I'm just gonna like be somewhere I can take care of this." You double jump, and then you're like, "Right, that's cleared out the system. Now I can just double jump as I please for the rest of the day." So.
Wait, what happens? Is it like Smash where you go off the ledge and you lose your jump and then accidentally double jump and shit your pants?
Like if a car's coming towards you, like you could like it's an emergency car coming towards you, you double jump, you live, but the windshield is kind of ruined.
I think it could save your life too many times to not take it.
For the people who came for their Warhammer quiz, we're so sorry. Oh man, what have we been talking about?
At least we got this week's the clip covered.
I don't think we could swear.
Oh no. Yeah.
Oh man. Question number 6.
I guess everyone knows their answers.
Excuse me. Question number 6. How many hive cities are there upon the world of Armageddon? And you get bonus points if you can name me some of these hive cities. There's a lot of points in this quiz here, excluding.
I'm saying there's a lot of stuff right now.
I know, but there's. So I'm looking for the number, and the bonus points are if you can name some of them.
The number.
There's a lot of iconic ones here that are in many of the really cool novels. I think Andy got back. Did you get back into Warhammer, or did you get into Warhammer through?
I got into the lore because of the Armageddon animated fan movie. Like that's when I was like, "Oh, this is really good. I'm gonna like start listening to the audiobooks." And then I got into it quite deep. I must have spent about £200 this year just on audiobooks for Warhammer. Yeah.
We're all with
you.
The
beginning of my decline.
I just use Audible.
That's what I mean. Like I go on the £3.99 sales and the 2-for-1s, and I literally bought all the Horus Heresy books now. I've got Mephiston and
I just get another one when my credit comes in. That's about it.
That's the intelligent move. We're just degenerates, me and Andy.
I just don't read.
Nice. That's the intelligent.
That's better than can't read.
Oh man.
Suffering from success. Warhammer channel, he doesn't have to read the books. I'm so jealous. And that's a way better idea.
I haven't even read a Warhammer book in forever, actually. I've just listened to them.
for what it's worth.
Yeah.
You all have about 10 times as much credibility as I have on anything.
I wish I didn't.
I had to read through what was it? Burden of Duty, I think it was, when I was going. I went from like book 1 to almost all of them now with the Horus Heresy, and the only one I read was that one because it wasn't on Audible, and it took me like a month to read, whereas like usually I can get through a book once a week or so.
What the heck?
You poor thing, Andy. You've had to listen to the Salamanders Horus Heresy books.
Oh yeah, they're kind of dull, aren't they?
Are they bad?
Yeah. It's like hitting your head against the wall, but that's actually more exciting.
Oh man.
No, it's not actually that bad. I'm lying, but yeah, it's pretty. It's difficult because so much of the other heresy books are way better, and it's a bit of a shame.
Sometimes it's just duds in the series, you know.
There's a few duds.
Oh, this one's kind of boring. I'm on Talon at the moment. I heard Talon was really good, but I'm like, it's kind of, I don't know, something about it. I'm just like, it's a bit not to my taste. I don't know. I
think, Andy, I'm gonna press you here. I think you have to.
Typing still. I'm almost there. I just like
the book Damnation of Pythos, by the way, the Horus Heresy book, is the only one I'd actually say to miss. I had to read it for my Iron Hands video, and I didn't include it because it was just so irrelevant. Oh, I'm so sorry whoever authored that. So, yes, I have my answer in. So we'll take it back from the top for the intermediate section before we got distracted about Would you rather? Oh my lord. So, question number 4 was name me as many as you can commissars in 40k. So, Andy, you gave me Ibram Gaunt, Arden, Caiaphas Kane, Sebastian Yarrick. That's actually really smart because you could actually include. I didn't even realize you could obviously include Yarrick in it.
Haha! I cheated the system.
Theodore Lasco, Lucas Ullen, Victor Hark, and Severina.
How do you know?
Wow, that's
What the heck?
yeah. How do you know?
I'm just sticking my mind more than I've like Hark. I remember like my weird mind when I thought of Hark. I just remember someone like in a street just going Hark the Raven, and that's how my brain remembers
Hark the
certain
Raven.
characters.
Bruh.
Yeah, like just weird little gimmicks.
I was thinking of Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Yeah.
For all my
That's
Christian
my-
my
That's my
Christian
favorite Christmas
brothers
song.
out there who went to church and they belted that song out.
I despise
Just imagining
Christmas
Yarrick
music.
singing that song.
You despise Christmas
I
music.
hate Christmas
Oh,
music
that's a
so
good song
much.
though. That's a good one.
I
It's not
don't
Jingle
care.
Bells or whatever.
My
Oh,
sister
gosh.
starts Christmas music before Thanksgiving, and for 4 months, because it carries into January for her, it's blasting in my house.
Oh, poor thing. So Eli put for this one Caiaphas Kane. We put Bro What? Caiaphas Kane, Yarrick. Oh, he's smart as well. There, you got it. Ibrahim Gaunt is maybe a commissar. John, Jane, Jack, Jill, Bill, Mill, Dill, Van, Dan, Van.
Hello,
Mill.
Commissar Mildill.
You never know. You never know.
Commissar
Shout
Volkmar
out to
Van
all
Von
my-
Volk Van.
Shout out to all my Millwall fans listening to this. They won't know. Right, 2 of the people will not know what the hell I just said there.
Shout out to
Reminds me of
Millhouse.
this.
Well, it's John Commissar. We all know John Commissar.
John Commissar. The true commissar.
taking care of the Halo rings.
I was saying he's good friends with John Halo from the Master
that's
Chief
what I
Yeah,
wrote
franchise.
for.
Do you
So
imagine
for-
Avery Johnson as a commissar? That'd be quite cool.
He wouldn't shoot anyone; he'd just make fun of them.
Back in my day, we didn't have any fancy Malcador tanks. We had sticks.
we had to share the rock.
And we had to share the rock.
He'd just make everyone feel so bad about themselves. They fight.
Wow. So Colin put Caiaphas Kane, Sebastian Yarrick, Severin, brackets, the girl one, I completely forgot her full name. I know it has an R in it.
Yeah.
Gaunt, Thomas Beji, another woman commissar from the Kane book that almost gets eaten by Tyranids. If that's her full name, that's pretty...
Mhm.
I forgot
That's
her
pretty-
name.
In White Scars, she gets named after a deed rather than like a name.
Her
Jesus.
narrative purpose was to show that Caiaphas Kane is intelligent, and then I don't remember. She was a cool character, but I don't remember her name.
I'm just going to tally a few points here, although I will say Andy has done pretty damn good. He's got quite a lot in here. Wow, which one's Lucas Vandar from?
I
actually
don't know. I just remember Vandar, like radar. Like that again. My brain. It's a weird. I don't know how I remember some things. Just in
He
weird
has to
gimmicks.
distract himself from the itchy asshole.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got quite a lot here though.
Question,
Eli,
how many do you have on your results? How many possible answers
Oh.
are there?
I actually don't. I have an entire list, but I say there's about 20. Yes,
It's a 50-page Google Doc.
We will not be.
Imagine
We
that.
will not
And
be
then
going
whoever
through
wins
each
tonight,
one.
20-point lead.
I think Andy might have just. Unfortunately, Eli, I can't put John, Jane, Jack, Jill, Bill, Mill.
I mean,
Um,
the law of averages or whatever. I mean, it's theoretically.
Must be a John Commissar.
I think we definitely leapt quite far in this one. Colin's ones are. Which one is Severin again? Severin's from.
She's the model. She's got
lady.
the sword and the gun.
On the book cover.
Yeah,
Wasn't there?
her model.
Or there's a recent release, wasn't there, of a Imperial Guard lady that has. It's like literally come out this week, isn't
The
it? She's
guy-
not.
No, I don't know then.
No one here plays Imperial Guard, do they?
Nope.
No.
Oh, very sad here.
I don't even
So
have
we
any
have.
models. Oh.
You don't have models?
Yeah, no, this
No,
guy.
I don't. when I moved to the UK, I couldn't bring anything with me because I live in like a lunchbox. Like my room is tiny.
Damn. Oh, so sad. Colin's almost done up the tallying here, by the way. But Colin, you've got a. You were saying before we started your Lumineth army. How big is that at the moment, by the way? Is that 500 points or?
Well, I have Teclis, and he alone is 700 points.
Whoa!
700.
He is an expensive model, but he if you keep him alive, he earns his point cost back.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay, so we move on to the next question, which was how many hive cities. No, that's wrong question. It was number 5, which is where and how did Yarrick get his iconic look that he is known for? So back up to the top, we have Andy. He put arm cut off by Ulgahad of Hades Hive.
Ugelhard.
That sounds like Lord of the Rings. Pretty.
Yeah.
I got injured and he replaced it with a laser bionic called the Bale Eye. That's pretty spot on there. Andy gets all 3. Very nice. Eli put Armageddon fighting an enemy orc war boss. He lost his arm in the fight, but he killed the boss and took his power claw. And he also has a bionic eye to perpetuate the orc fear of his gaze. I will say he didn't say. I think I'll give that one on Eli about how he got the eye. I was looking for specifically Hades Hive, so I think we can't have one there, unfortunately. But he does get 2 there.
Half a point.
I got Hades Hive in my next answer.
He did. He said Armageddon fighting orcs. I was looking for. It is on Armageddon. It's not incorrect, but obviously specifically Hades. It's like saying
you can't have a half point for that.
It's like saying I skimmed my knee on Earth.
Well, if you did, then you're correct. You know,
it's a science fiction franchise. Planet locations mean nothing.
Ultramar
I'll
has
give him a
500
half.
planets.
I'll give him a half.
That's better. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
This also benefits me. I need that half point too.
Colin put he killed an orc war boss that ripped his arm off, took a power claw on Armageddon. I see why you were in cahoots there. When he heard the orcs thought his gaze had killed him, he installed an eye laser on himself. So Colin will get, I think, a 2.5 there for that one. So we are now at the end of the intermediate section. The scores on the doors are.
There's one more question.
Oh no, number 6. Excuse me.
Where's the one?
I've done that before this quiz as well. I'm so bad. So number 6 was how many hive cities are there upon the world of Armageddon? Bonus points for naming me as many as you can. So we'll start again with Andy. Andy, you put 8. And you, I shall read out the numbers first. So you put 8. Eli put. Eli took his number back. His number ran away there. Colin put 7. The answer I was looking for was 9. I initially thought it was 8 myself, but apparently some later lore there was. This is Third War of Armageddon. They did add in another mentioned hive city, so it was actually 8 not that long ago. That might be a lore crime there, but so you're really close there, Andy. So unfortunately, no points on that. As for the named ones, Andy gave me Hell's Reach, Volcanus, Infernus, Tartarus, Tempest, Deathmire, Hades Hive, and Archaeon. Oh,
What the heck is this guy? Holy frick.
Oh my, this might be the highest number of
This guy
points.
took the Sebastian Yarrick class in university, apparently.
Well, the thing is,
Holy
like, the
moly.
first one, it's like they're all like fire based because you know you got like and Tartarus also reminds me of Halo, but like you got like the 4 that are like Hell's Reach. It's like fire and brimstone-y, and then the others are more like air and storms almost. So that's how I remember.
Wow. Well, not gonna lie, you only missed one, which was Hive Strigger.
The brutes, not the elites, shall be the prophet's guide.
Jesus Christ.
They ordered me to do it.
I'm a bro.
So yeah, Andy, you only missed one. So you got quite a lot. Eli
Ooh.
gave me my brother you what, Hades Hive, and maybe like
What?
3 cities.
Oh.
I should have got Hell's Reach, to be fair. Yeah. But I
So
did not know the other ones.
yeah, so that's Hades Hive. That's 1 point there.
Mm-hmm.
God, Andy, Jesus Christ.
And he's the museum curator of Armageddon, dude.
Actually tilted.
Well, to be honest, a lot of this is because when I did Armageddon month, I did like an entire video on Yarrick, then an entire video on all the wars, and I looked through the maps and everything. That's the only reason I know a lot of this. It's because I did a month for Armageddon.
Now, Colin gave me Hades Hive, Zeus Hive, Poseidon Hive, Goku Black Hive, Pipkin Pippa Hive, Commissar Azura Hive, Iron Mouse Hive.
Nice. We're on the same page.
I thought you were going to continue the Greek god and be like Ares Hive,
Yeah, me
and
too.
Bacchus Hive, but no, couldn't stick with a theme.
No, I switched over to Dragon Ball and then VTubers.
Basically the same thing.
Oh,
I'm gonna fucking fight.
Hey.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
It's been
So that was the intermediate section. Scores on the doors. Christ, this is a very high number.
just a crucifix in the score calendar.
We have in third place Colin with you have 8.5 points. Eli in second. Eli has 11.5 points. And Andy, 1 second. You have 21 points. Jesus Christ!
Gosh, man.
All right, so
I
me
should have
and
done too
Eli
many of the
are
naming.
in a fierce battle for second place.
Yeah. We will merge and become one being to combine.
We've never had this
Lord.
many
And still have
opportunities
less
for
points than he
before.
does.
There's so many. A lot of Yarrick's story is Armageddon based, so it's just so much to name. So now we move on to the last section, which is the expert section. We have question number 7, and I thought this might throw you off, but where are commissars trained in the Imperium? I'm looking for the name of the school.
Oh, the
Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. But this might.
I'm just
I actually
saying.
know this.
I actually didn't know this
I
because
might actually know this one.
I'm actually a filthy character.
Of course,
only.
then Hal's going to go, actually, I'm looking for this planet, this specific hive. Then
Thing
Andy's
is,
going to know it.
Is this like? Can I just say like an aside about this place? If it's what I think it is. Is this the one where the students messed up and so they like buried them in the concrete of the walls? So as a reminder, all the students like don't misbehave.
I don't think this guy was
looking
looking
it doesn't have to be that specific. I'm just looking for something which an average Warhammer fan is definitely not gonna catch this, but obviously us being the lore YouTubers we are, we might chance. This is like a nice. I thought at this point, honestly, you might have been tripped up earlier by all the names, but apparently not. So this was my this is my help. This is like my life raft. I think I have all my answers in here. So moving on to question number 8. Sebastian Yarrick has fought alongside which Sisters of Battle order, which has since been destroyed?
Whoa.
It is an extra clue here. It is not one of the main orders, if you are familiar with those ones. But this one has since been destroyed. And I think it's briefly mentioned in only a few books. This is a very difficult one here.
You people got to stop giving me obscure names because I'm just going to keep being the worst when I answer them.
It's okay.
It's not
We
correct.
love
It's
you as
I
you
know.
are.
It's not correct. I
Yes.
think.
The suffering.
I will. I don't think
That's
it's correct,
okay.
but it's at least one I know.
Okay, I see. I have some answers in here. Okay, thanks, Colin. Eli. Okay. Eli. I'll read that in a bit. I swear.
My
So-
most system battle answer I could think of.
So for question number 9, I'm gonna throw in a bit of a wrench here, boys. So this is
Ah,
going to be
again.
a bit tough here. So we're doing a picture round. Yeah.
Oh.
Please clap.
Hooray.
Well, who's the guy? Is it George? Not
Jeb
George
Bush.
Bush.
Jeb
Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush. Please clap. So picture round
Jeb
here.
sweep.
I am going to be looking for specifically a name here. So I have a picture round, which I'm posting in the chat. So hopefully everyone see this picture here. So this is a word association picture.
Oh,
For the audio listeners here, I will describe the image in a
Oh,
moment.
I know this one. I don't even.
But-
Yeah, I know this.
I get it.
This is something related to Sebastian Yarrick, and for those who are watching, you can see it on screen here. And if you have to stitch all of these pictures together, and hopefully you will come up with the answer. I hope everyone enjoys this, because this was really difficult to think of a way to
Easy.
get this. I think Eli might be struggling here.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
I did a video on this. I know this.
Some people are really good at this, some people aren't, but
Well, the thing
I
is,
actually
I only
am terrible at this.
looked at the first half and I went, I know what this is. Didn't even see the second half. I was like, I know what this is. Yeah, got it.
Eli, you have to sound it out to yourself. And if you are listening as well, you have to, if you start saying it out loud, it will help. So for people who are audio listeners, I'll briefly describe it. There is, I can't obviously use the exact words, but I'll be close. So there's a first picture is a sort of castle-like structure. The second picture is, everyone remembers that meme of that certain outfit that people thought was white or gold
It's
or
blue,
black.
it's blue and black. It's blue and
It's-
black.
it's-
by the way.
It's blue and black. There's also a picture of, say, something you might put on a crossbow and as a projectile. And the last picture is something a knight has that he uses to charge another knight. I can't use the
While on
exact words,
horseback.
unfortunately. While on horseback. But you might be able to sort of... okay, thanks, Eli.
It's long and protruding.
So that is the expert section there. I'm actually quite surprised. People, did you? I do have a bonus question, but we will be getting to that after the expert. So to the top of it. So this was question number 7, which was, where are commissars trained? And Andy put the Schola Progenium, which is correct. That was what I was looking for. I think everyone got that one, yeah? So everyone gets a nice, well, I say juicy point. Everyone gets a point. I'm not using the word juicy, so points there.
You already have.
Too late. I can't stop myself here. Question number 8 was, Sebastian Yarrick has fought alongside which Sisters of Battle order, which has since been destroyed? Back up to the top again with Andy. Andy put Order of the Bloody Rose. Not bad, not bad.
That's a name.
Eli put excuse me. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thine womb, Jesus, Holy Spirit. Yeah, so you did the Lord's Prayer.
Oh, the Lord. That's Hail Mary. That's a crazy. Yeah.
I'm not sure I can give a point for that.
Well,
As much
I don't like that.
as much as it is holy, but maybe begging for a point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can award one for that. Colin put Face Connect. What? Oh.
What do you think? What do you
Don't
think that's
get
a
it.
group of, Hal? Or fuck, Andy? Not Hal. What do you think
What?
that's a group of online?
Disconnect. Facebook?
No, I'm being the worst again.
Okay.
It's Colin Thieves.
Just tell him.
It's more VTubers.
Oh god. I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You could have guessed K-pop stars too, and you would have been probably right, but
Close enough.
Okay.
close enough. And for question number 9, which was the picture round, so this one is up on screen for people to see again. Actually, ask you guys, what do you guys think this picture said? Anyone just want to shout out the answer here? Go for it. Andy or Colin?
know.
I think you guys might know.
The
The Fortress of Arrogance.
The Fortress of Arrogance. So the people who were looking at their picture, there was a fort, the black and blue, white gold dress, an arrow, and a lance. Sounds like the Fortress of Arrogance there. So
Fortress of arrow
Yeah.
lance.
Yes. By the way, that honestly, my search history looks so stupid now because I'm just having to look up.
There's lots of
What I would-
advertisements trying to like offer you either a bastion or a dress. Like, oh, cool.
Looking to buy a fort and a dress at the same time. What do you covered?
do you want some like archery lessons or a nice like negligee? Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know.
Colin and Andy got a point there. Eli put castle yellow or blue dress. No one knows apparently. In brackets, it's literally blue, you mongoloids. End brackets. Arrow yarns, which sounds like lance. That wasn't what I was looking for.
Eli, you've broken Colin.
His pancreas may work, but his brain is definitely wrong.
It's blue. It's blue and black.
It's
It is blue and black. I don't know. I probably should have chosen a different dress, but it's iconic at this point. So it's not really a surprise, but bonus question. This is the last question of the quiz, and I've decided to do another picture round because that was fun. Please.
What was the answer?
That was fun.
Oh, it was the Fortress of Arrogance, which is the name of Yarrick's personal Baneblade tank.
What was the Sister of Battle?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. That was the Piercing Thorn. That was the name of the Sister of Battle.
So face
I think
connect
it was
wasn't right.
Okay.
No, so
Every
sorry.
rose has a thorn.
I know,
Not far
very
off.
sad. So this will be the last one here. Again, another picture one. You have to stitch it all together, and this is a. Actually, I won't give a clue for this one. I think you guys will have to suffer through it. So this is in the general chat here for the boys to see, and it'll be on screen for you all listening. What I'm looking for. This is a piece of Yarrick's lore, and it is. I will give a clue. It is the name of a book he is in. And so I'm looking for you guys to stitch it all together, and hopefully we can come together, and you'll be able to.
Oh, I know this. Yeah.
Oh, damn it, Andy's got it.
Again, it was the first half that got me.
What do you think? Even if you don't know the book, you might be able to stitch it together. Slight clue for the third picture here. I'm not looking for the. That one's a bit more what kind of people they are or what group they're in rather than the actual people in it.
Yeah, it's not the.
It's not
it's
actually
more what they represent than what they actually are.
Yeah, it's
Makes sense.
yeah, what they represent, that definitely helps. I have Andy's answer here. Colin, Colin, you sick man. You sounded so like genuinely like you had it. I'll say, Colin, you should actually give it a go because I'm looking at the point scores and.
All right, I'll try.
Yeah, I honestly, you might be able to do something with it. So I'll begin describing it for the people who are just audio listeners here. So the first picture is perhaps something that's attached to anchors on boats. Then there's of. And the second picture is a net that is on a sports field. I can't obviously say the exact name because that gives it away. The third picture is of a band who are dressed in a certain way and they have makeup done a certain way. And the last picture is of some pelts. And obviously, if it is possible, you can obviously have a look at the picture around. And you might be able to guess it along as we're playing.
It's actually quite ingenious, this one, I gotta admit. I'm like, as soon as I got it with the first picture, and then the second I was like, oh, I know what this is. But then I was like, oh, that's quite clever, actually. Yeah.
I know, I like a good picture round, I do have to say.
Where do you get the inspiration from?
I
I
100%
want to do a
think
picture
it
round.
from someone else's quiz. 100%. In fact, this entire show is we didn't invent pub quizzes. Spoiler alert. So I definitely stole this from someone else's idea, but I like
So
it.
do you remember though, like when I first was like, oh, we could do like a quiz thing, and then the week we discussed it, the quiz with Major Kill was released. I was like, oh, we've been beaten to the punch the week we figured out we could do a Warhammer pub quiz.
We discussed it like 2 or 3 days before that video
literally.
came out, and people are gonna think that we stole the idea, but we probably, it's one of those things we were thinking about at the same time. But so for the last question of it all, I'll start again at the top with Andy. Andy got it right. It was Chains of Golgotha, the book with Gotha. So if everyone is looking at their picture, it is chains, a football goal, some goths, and then some fur.
Some goths from the Black Parade called My Chemical Romance. That was the thing. I remember like the first bit. I was like, Chains of Chemical Romance Pelt, and I was, oh no, goth, right?
Yes. As if you are looking at the picture, you're probably thinking, wow, you know, Hal Amber King, genius or an idiot. In fact, both things are true at the same time. Eli put chain of soccer brackets British people equal trolled end bracket net goth vampire boy band brackets so dreamy end bracket brown and white furs brackets very cozy. Now this is slightly far off from the answer, so I can't give it one there.
I can't give him half a point for chains.
No, or in brackets British people trolled
because it's soccer instead of football.
Chains of stock. Oh, soccer. I take away a point for that. Colin,
let him cook.
Colin put I love feet. You know my mum listens to this.
Oh my
Hi,
gosh.
Mum. I hope you're enjoying this
I hope
episode.
you're having a good time.
You know what? Screw it. Lord Crime. We stand by that statement. And in brackets, Chains of Golden Fury, end bracket. The Jack Black film with the ice thing.
I had the Chains of
Sounds like it.
Goal. I had that. And then My Chemical Romance threw me off, and then I figured I'd try and come back. I'm like, oh, it's fur there, furry, not furry.
It was difficult to look at a picture of a goth without just getting a random person who probably doesn't want to be on a Warhammer quiz.
And you run the risk of putting an emo in the picture, and people go, "That's not a goth, that's an emo,"
Yes.
and then people have a go at you.
So that was the end of the bonus and I guess expert section. That was the end of the quiz. I hope people enjoyed those picture rounds particularly. But I think undisputed winner we have is Andy. Andy is victorious. You ended up with 24 points.
Oh my god.
My lord.
PR. It's PR.
That is a personal.
It's not my
Rigged.
fault you put so
Rigged.
many options for points.
We have in second place Eli with similar as before. He had was it 12.5, and
That
Colin
was-
with 11.5 in third.
Oh, if I got,
I know,
we would have been
you-
tied if I
Wow.
put Bale Eye and not One Eye like that Tyranid.
I know it was very close in some ways, and not in others. My lord, I think everyone did pretty good. But this is a high scoring quiz. To be fair,
For some people.
for some people,
Some of us did good.
that remind me to. Luckily, with me still having most amount of victories, I hope to God it's all modern 40k because I think Andy's going to catch up and he's going to read more.
I
Than
mean,
me.
you might have the most victories, but I think currently I now have the highest score of any quiz we've ever done.
do.
So
Which is the true
that's a
victory.
record.
To be fair, that is the true victory.
I haven't won a quiz in so long. Oh my
Oh
god.
no! I was literally watching back some of our older ones. I'm like, oh, Eli stormed it for the first few.
First
and
one
then
was
it's
because
like,
you had so many tabletop questions on the first one, so it's so easy. And I'm
okay.
a
When I
tabletop
host the next quiz
enthusiast.
that I do, I'll put like all tabletop stuff. Just to be like,
good
yeah.
stuff, good stuff.
I think if you answer with Hail Mary full of grace, also might not help.
I'll just put like a random one. And it's like, what is the first line of Psalm? Da 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 da. And he's like, I know this one. What's that got to do with the Alpha League? Nothing. It's just I just threw it in.
They were the true Psalms the entire time. Well, thank you so much, boys. It was a good performance, and we'll of course be returning to our next quiz episode.
I'm taking my vengeance on all of you.
Colin, would you like to explain what we are talking about next time?
Of course. I know we've done a bit of Warhammer fantasy. I know Hal and Eli are somewhat familiar with it. Andy is.
I'll win by a mile for this one, and I'll lose by a mile for the next.
Andy is here for the ride. But we've been doing Fireside Fantasy. We're catching Andy up. Mm-hmm. But how do all of you feel about Age of Sigmar knowledge?
It's so over.
I think you know mine's bad.
Who's Sigmar?
This is all right. Well, now I'm just
who's Sigmar?
Now I'm just angry. But next time, not only will I be forcing Age of Sigmar down everyone's throats, I'll also be sipping for elves again. That there is no escape.
This is Andy's worst nightmare.
Next time.
Although the reaction from Eli was better.
The Lumineth Realm Lords.
Let's do it,
Praise
boys.
Tyrion and Teclis. Hail to Ice.
Is this some elf reference? I'm too human to understand. What's going on?
You two cringe.
You know what? Blackgate, I die fighting side by side with a man who also does not know anything about Lumineth Realm Lords. It's charged, boys. Thank you so much for listening, people, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much again, and hope you all enjoyed.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.